For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. It's been fun getting started today, but we are here. We've got some great guests lined up, and the great guest that's going to kick off the show is a lady by the name of Deb Johnson. Welcome back. You just got off a roof.
Thanks. Yeah. So did you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so should we talk about what we did?
Let's talk about what we did.
Okay. Well, Paul was one of my secret weapons, of course, for the St. Clair County Child Abuse and Neglect Council. So you brought up a bunch of money,
right,
from the St. Clair Rotary,
right,
and another anonymous
donor who really was wonderful, always is, and he challenged all the other Rotary clubs in the area to give money to you guys.
Right. And so throughout the day, I had 6 secret weapons actually, and you were one of them. And our side, it was me and the secret weapons against the St. Clair County prosecutor, Mike Wendling, and Sheriff Tim Donnellan. And our side raised $42,000 or $3,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for the day.
Oh my God. Their
side raised 20-something.
Oh, those guys.
I know. So yeah, so a big win for the good guys. And but the big win is really for the St. Clair County Child Abuse and Neglect Council. We hit our goal that day of raising over $50,000. It used to be the 4 of us, but now the group. And we called it the Rooftop Rally this year. And then also for the week, we raised $136,000, which exceeds last year's total, which was $129,000. So yeah, so we just made out on all levels. We're super happy because if people listened to Q Country that day, they heard us say that the bulk of the budget of the Child Abuse and Neglect Council is fundraised from our community. So about 70% of it.
And
so
Lindsay Chop, who works there, is just so spectacular.
She is.
She gets to all the elementaries in the county.
Prevention educator, every school, not just elementary, middle school, high school. She's the prevention educator, the sole one for the council. Yeah, and she gets all over this county. Any school that let her in, she's willing to go, along with people from the prosecutor's office go, especially when they're talking about internet safety and things like that. But yeah, so definitely it was a great week, and I thank you again for your support.
Glad to do it.
It was a lot of fun.
Let's talk about community mental health. What's going on in October?
A lot. You know, as always, it's a lot of awareness things. And I was going to start with a funny thing, like on the way driving here.
Yes.
Apparently today is National Taco Day. I thought Taco Day.
It's also National Vodka Day, too.
Oh, well, you could have some vodka with your taco. But yeah, I thought it was Taco Tuesday. But anyways, Americans consume a lot of tacos. But anyways, we're here to talk about Depression Awareness Month is the month of October, but more specifically, I want to focus on Mental Illness Awareness Week, which is the week of October 7th to the 13th, and we have some activities planned. And I want to talk just a little bit about Breast Cancer Awareness Month and how that impacts.
Please do.
Okay, so Mental Illness Awareness Week, and we have a little flyer, and you might be able to flash it up at some point, but we have 3 things that are going to happen that week. The purpose of Mental Illness Awareness Week actually is to educate our community about mental health issues, hopefully continue to chip away at that stigma that exists for people that have mental health issues and people's perceptions about the mental health system as a whole. And also to celebrate the people in recovery, celebrate their lives. And so on Tuesday, October 9th, we have several people that will share their recovery stories with whoever wants to come to the session. It's at noon at our main office in Port Huron, 3111 Electric Avenue. It's free. And then on Wednesday, we're going to talk about the impact of exercise on mental health symptoms from noon to 1. And that's a great, that'll be a great talk too. And we actually have an evidence-based practice program that we implement. It's called the InShape program. It was developed at Dartmouth University. We actually we employ like 5 personal trainers at Community Mental Health. Yep. They have no mental health background. They are personal trainers, certified trainers, and but they work with folks who have severe mental illness and certain medical conditions like obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, etc. And they put together nutrition programs and exercise programs, and as a result of participation in the program, people lose weight, they eat healthier, and their depression symptoms go down, and hospitalizations have gone down. So we have outcome data that support that. So we'll be talking about that on October 10th. And on October 11th, we're doing National Depression Screening Day with, that is National Depression Screening Day. We're going to hold that at SC4 Student Center. We do that every year in partnership with McLaren Port Huron Hospital. Staff will come, and mental health clinicians from my place will be there doing on-site depression screenings from 9 to 5 at the Student Center. So if anybody...
College kids have some issues sometimes that they need to find out where they're going in their life, and they get depressed, so that's a wonderful idea to have some screening. So
we've been doing that, and then we'll have resources available for folks if they need them.
Okay.
So, and then, breast cancer awareness is always important, and we've talked here about, and actually people saw me going through my own battle,
right.
Because it's important, because 1 in 8 women will have breast cancer in their lifetime. And when you get diagnosed with something serious like breast cancer or any cancer, it definitely impacts your mental health. Mm-hmm. And so it really hit home to me during that time, the importance of healthy minds and healthy bodies. That's been our mantra for a long time. But for me personally, I understood that better.
How long was the battle from when you diagnosed?
Well, I was diagnosed
You're
almost...
still going on.
Yeah, I was diagnosed almost 2 years ago now, like September 26th, 2016.
Dates you'll never forget.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other dates I could quote, but people don't want to hear about all those. But anyways, but I'm one of the lucky ones, and the reason I'm lucky is because of early detection. Mm-hmm. And so I can't stress enough how important it is to have your regular checkups, mammograms. There's a lot of free or financially supported initiatives throughout our county to get free mammograms for people who can't afford them. And people need to do that, the self-breast exams. That's, that's encouraged, like do it the first Wednesday of every month, things like that. And so it's very important for your whole mental health and well-being. But one of the other things I thought about recently is, the whole month of October, it's pink everything, right?
Right.
Everything's pink, and let's live pink. Let's support breast cancer awareness initiatives, and why that's so important. And when I got diagnosed, I was overwhelmed with the support from family, friends. Some people I didn't even know that well, but they know who I am because of my position. I got cards, I got all kinds of things, emails, just a ton of support. And but if I were to have told the community that I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, I don't think that would have happened.
No.
I mean, I might have got it from my close circle, but it needs to happen. And so somehow we need to continue to educate people. People don't choose to have schizophrenia. They don't choose to have breast cancer or lung cancer or any other kind of serious illness. Yeah. They're all diseases. They're illnesses. They're things that people cannot help. And sometimes people say, if you're depressed and you're in bed, snap out of it, get up.
Right.
It's not, and you can't snap out of cancer either. So, I hope that someday we'll have as much promotion about and support and all that stuff and acceptance of mental health issues as we do for physical health.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I wanted to say about that. And then, and speaking of stigma and anti-stigma initiatives, we have our annual contests. We kicked those off in the past month. We started the bookmark contest for the elementary school, so the theme is just be kind. We don't think that they can understand our bigger theme, which is
just... What is this going to be what do you want them to do with this?
Every elementary school in the county received the information on this, and they design little bookmarks, and be kind is the theme, but let's say a child was homeschooled, they're eligible.
Oh, okay.
They just need to submit their little drawing, and all the instructions are on our website, or they can contact us. Just for the guidelines of the size of the thing, the little design. But the deadline to submit those is February 15th, 2019. Lots of time. We'll be mentioning it again.
Yeah.
And then our writing contest. And so our theme for this year is Discover Wellness Within. We're willing to send our staff out to explain that to schools, teachers, kids. Again, open to all middle school students in the county.
We've had lots of participation in these programs over the years.
We have had a ton in the writing, and then the high school poster contest. Excuse me. And so, and we've actually featured the winners here on your show.
Right.
So we can do that again. But yeah, it's amazing. The reason we did these we started these a number of years ago is to, it's our attempt to educate kids at all different levels about mental health issues and about differences at the level that they can understand. Mm-hmm. So we're not doing an in-depth presentation at the middle school level, but kids are already noticing, and even in elementary school, there are kids that we have in treatment. They have a lot of issues, and so they might behave differently, or they might look a little different, and so the message is to accept differences, to celebrate differences, accept people for who they are, all that stuff.
Really good program.
So we'll talk more about that. The deadline for the art and the writing is January 25th, 2019. And then we have our walk, and I know you've probably had others talking about that, but I don't like to miss an opportunity to talk about, encourage people to attend Sunday, October 14th, 12 o'clock, East China Park is the Walk for Suicide Prevention.
Important walk.
It is very important, and usually we've always been lucky, knock on some wood wherever, but it's been a great day. And then we have coming up the 21st production of the CMH Players, which is Funny as a Crutch.
Okay. What is that about? Some Funny as a Crutch.
It's just going to be funny. It's 10 short stories, and there's supposed to be a lot of humor, but also raise your consciousness. I can't say that word right now.
It's okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? Consciousness
Right.
about.
And I'm not going to try and help.
Yeah. Thank you. But anyways. At the same time, because we always try to have a message in the plays that we do, but this will be funny also. And so there's a free show. The premiere is on November 2nd, Friday at noon is free. It's at the Citadel in Port Huron. November 2nd at 7 p.m., November 3rd at 7 p.m., $5 to attend. And really, they do a great job. So tickets are available at CMH or at our Sally and Cafe.
Good stuff happening from St. Clair County Community Mental Health. As always, we thank you for telling us about all these wonderful things.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be back in just a second with our next guest. We're back, and there's a party that happens every November that is spectacular, and that is no different this year. The ladies that do so good in St. Clair and Marine City and the surrounding townships, the St. Clair Women's League, they have their annual dinner. This year it's going to be a Wild, Wild West dinner. Let's say hello to Cindy Tremblay-Martin.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And Carrie Seipert, right?
Yeah.
I pronounce it right? My golly, I can't
Thank
believe
you.
that.
You get bored.
You two have been very patient as we've gone through some technical stuff here today at CTV, and I appreciate that, and I apologize
No
for any
problem.
delays. But talk to me about when is the date of the annual St. Clair Women's League dinner?
It will be on November 1st.
That's a Thursday?
Yes, sir, it is.
And where's the location this year?
It will be at River Crab again this year.
Great, great food.
It
Martha
is.
does a great job.
Yes, it's a wonderful venue. It's a beautiful restaurant with wonderful food. The menu will be themed Wild, Wild West. Martha has rustled up some great grub for everybody that comes, ranging from biscuits to corn on the cob to ribs. It's going to be really great. It's at November 1st, then doors open at 5.
So, Cindy, what's your involvement?
Well, I am new to the Women's League this year.
Well,
and
welcome.
Thank you. And it's
And
been.
you raised your hand at the wrong time.
No. I am the co-chair for the event, and we're really, really excited because it's going to be great fun. It's a great theme.
Yeah.
The event not only has this fabulous dinner, but we have all kinds of raffles and prizes to give away. And there will be a prize for the best dressed.
Well, you
And
come in costume.
come in costume, yes.
Wild, Wild West.
Get
okay.
into the theme.
You don't have to,
Okay.
but if you want that prize.
Maybe I'd come as a banker in the Wild, Wild West. I could wear a suit.
Okay. The event dinner tickets are $50.
Okay.
If you do not have a contact, you can go to hers and talk to Joellen.
Yep.
You can reach her by phone, and she will take care of your order for tickets.
Yep. Been doing that very loyally for a great number of years and has served the community so well.
She
Joellen
has.
Strzelecki.
She is one of the original members.
Correct.
So.
Well, it used to be called the JC Auxiliary.
Yes, she told me
Junior
that.
Chamber of Commerce Auxiliary.
She told me that, yes. So we have what we call the Big Six ticket,
Oh, okay.
and there's 6 large prizes on it, and that ticket is $10 each, or 4 for $30. We have great prizes. We have a fish fry for 20 people, St. Clair Wellness Center is giving a year membership.
Oh, that's a good one. After you have that meal.
Yeah. We have an overnight stay at the River Crab plus a $100 gift certificate, so you can stay and have your dinner too. $250 gift certificate from Coughlin's Jewelers. A Taste of St. Clair gift certificate, which includes about 20 different local establishments.
That's pretty cool.
Including Voyagers, Drifters. And then finally we have the Norbert Alexander Makeover. So you can get beautiful.
Maybe he can make my hair longer.
And that's the Big Six ticket.
So you buy that ticket for $10, and you have an opportunity to win one of those things.
Correct.
Not all of them.
Yes, there'll be 6 drawings.
Okay.
For
Well, that's
6
a good way to
different
do it.
prizes.
That's a good way to do it.
And then we will have the baskets. We call it a Chinese raffle. We'll have 25 to 30 baskets that will be made up. And some great themes. We have we have a holiday basket. We have a red basket, which has Red Wings tickets in it. We have a boat harbor basket, which will include kayaking and camping. We have a Sperry's movie night for a group in Port Huron.
That's a great idea.
And winter's survival basket, which is snowboarding lessons up in Mount Holly. We have, it's just, every basket has a theme. Everyone's different. There's some for children, there's some for families, couples. So, and those tickets.
You got to slug them. You got a whole bunch. So no matter what your interest is, you're probably going to find something that you like.
Between 25 and 30 baskets.
Wow, that's tremendous.
And all of those baskets and their contents were donated by generous local businesses supporting this.
It's a lot of work getting those baskets organized and getting them.
It still has to be done.
Yes.
But yes, everything is donated. All the prizes are donated.
So what happens with the money when you make the profit?
Well, then it all goes to charity. Everything goes to charity. The Women's League selects their different organizations each year. Some of them have been on the list since they started. We bring in new charities each year. They apply to the league, and the league makes the decision.
That's good.
Everything.
But it all stays here.
Everything stays in St. Clair County.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say everything from scholarships for local kids to children in distress, the ecumenical food pantry, and many more things. And yes, it is all local.
I think a returning women's scholarship. You still have that one?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, we do.
Somebody wants to go back to college?
Yes, yes,
You'll
we do.
help Get them there?
Yep.
That's good.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go through tickets and availability and all that kind of good stuff again. When is it?
It's November 1st
Okay.
at River Crab.
Okay.
Tickets look like this. They're $50 per person, and you can contact Joellen at hers apparel store in Riverview Plaza to get tickets. As Cindy said, there's a variety of tickets for raffles there at the event. There's going to be a 50-50. There's going to be, our big prize this year is a getaway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a getaway to Galveston, Texas. It's an amazing 3-bedroom, 2-bath, Treasure Island, Texas home.
Wow, that's spectacular.
For 5 nights.
5 nights.
Absolutely
Galveston.
free. All you got to do is get down there.
You can have a special ticket for that?
Yes, we do have a special ticket for that. The cost per ticket for that is $20. This is what that ticket looks like. And again, that's for 5 nights. It's on the Gulf of Mexico. It's a 2-living room, fully appointed kitchen, home, full amenities. There's a washer and dryer, cable and internet, outdoor grill, decks for sunning. There's fishing poles, kayaks, stand-up paddleboard, golf cart, crab pots.
Is there restrictions on time of year?
I believe
It's the month of February.
the month of February
that'd be great.
is, and that's great down there in
that'd be great.
Texas.
Yeah, I don't want to be down there in August.
No, definitely not, or July. So that's our big thing we're giving away this year. And then we have, of course, a 50-50 where the winner splits the pot with the establishment, so to speak. So lots of great things going on. November 1st at River Crab. Doors open at 5. The event will conclude around 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, all the tickets can be bought in advance. The Bay House Getaway and the Big Six, you do not have to be present to win.
Oh, okay, good.
So they can be
Right.
bought in advance. So the only tickets that are the Chinese raffle baskets and the 50/50 will be purchased at the event.
Okay. Well, I think it'll be another successful night. These have been wonderful dinners for the year, for all the years that they've been putting them on.
And it'll be fun.
It'll be great. Very nice to have met you.
Thank
You did
you.
a great job. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. And until next time, I'm Paul Dingham. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingham. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.